And as we keep a watchful eye on the weather, we have been looking back to the deadly tornadoes that hit the Albion-Cranesville area in May of 1985. Our Lisa Adams joins us live from Albion tonight. We've been saying, Lisa, this is a community that knows firsthand why we should all take weather warnings seriously. Good evening.
Good evening again, Eva. I've moved under an overhang here at the funeral home, and I'm now behind the monument to a dozen people that were killed here in the Albion-Cranesville area when those tornadoes hit here in 1985. But interestingly, across the street from that monument, there's a two-story house that survived. Some houses not touched at all by the tornado, while a 10-block area was really literally wiped out on that day and really moved us into Pennsylvania tornado history. We can show you this map that shows not only was this tornado an F4, but the same system spawned another F4 in Crawford County, an F5 tornado in Mercer County. Lots of tornadoes from Canada to Ohio to Pennsylvania and New York that day. You know, we've looked back at the tornadoes here in Albion many times on Erie News Now, how this community pulled together and rebuilt. This will be the 38th anniversary coming up here May 31st. But last year, Jamison Hicksonbaugh took a look back on the 37th anniversary.
Here on East State Street in Albion, a memorial has been set up to honor those who lost their lives in the 1985 tornado. For members of this community who experienced it firsthand, it's a day they will never forget. After 37 years, St. Lawrence Church groundskeeper Jim Mitchell says his memory of the tornado is still fresh.
We walked down to the end of our street, looked down the street, and the houses were all gone.
On May 31st of 1985, an F4 tornado ripped through the town of Albion, killing 12 people and destroying over 200 homes.
There was just nothing left in the path of it. And there were people crawling out of the wreckage, and I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
The St. Lawrence Church was also heavily damaged by high winds. Mitchell says their priest luckily survived after being thrown out of an upstairs window.
You never know when them things are going to pop out there, you know, especially with storms and everything.
Calvin Kreider was moving into a new home when the tornado struck.
It hurt a lot of people, scared a lot of people, because I figured you didn't know if there was another one going to come through.
Here on the Albion Fairground, this area is known as Mount Albion. It's where members of this community buried much of the debris that was left behind when the tornado tore through here 37 years ago. But through the chaos, the Albion community found unity.
The town came together. Everybody was helping everybody. It didn't matter if it was your friend or a guy you just had an argument with. You were going to help them as much as possible. The town came together.
Jamison Hicksonbaugh, Erie News Now.
A really great story that Jamison put together a year ago. Again, that 38th anniversary coming up on the 31st of May this year. We have seen severe weather the last couple of weekends, really high winds, lots of trees and power lines down in our region. So we know spring is a volatile time of year. Everyone here, really everyone in our community, though, hopes they never see anything like they saw that year again. Live in Albion, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.